Hello, my lovely Inkblots, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Ash, and I am an author and a VTuber, among other things. And today I wanted to talk about setting SMART goals as a writer. Lately, I've noticed that I've been having a hard time working on my projects, and I've been aimless for a little while, and so I wanted to sit down and come up with some writing goals, and I figured that while I do that, I can also kind of talk about the process and just use my goals as examples. And by the way, SMART is an acronym. I will throw it on the screen right now. And I will be explaining what each part means here in a second. But when it comes to making SMART writing goals for your writing, it seems like the best way to go about it is to either have a project-based goal or something like a word count goal. But basically, SMART goals need to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Specific is pretty self-explanatory. When it comes to being measurable, it means that you have to be able to record your progress. You need a tangible way to look at it and see where you are and where you're going. When it comes to being achievable, you have to really figure out if this is actually something that you can do and if it's realistic for you to be able to meet the expectations that you have. When it comes to being relevant, that just means, does your goal align with your overall long-term goals, in this case for your writing? And then time-bound usually has to do with having a set deadline. The way that I set these up is I usually start by considering what I want to accomplish overall, and then determining whether it's actually something I can reach. And then from there, I figure out what steps I need to take to make it happen, and then plan and schedule things accordingly. So my first goal is one of the word count bound goals that I mentioned earlier. My goal is to develop a habit of writing at least 500 words a day or 3,500 words a week by June 1st. Now that I have this written out, we can look at it with the criteria that makes a SMART goal and see if it matches. For one, this goal is specific, as I do have specific word counts set up. I guess I could narrow it down and make it more specific if I just focused on either words a day or words a week separately, but I decided to do kind of both to give myself a little bit more wiggle room since I know it's really hard for me to write every day. I think it'll be more achievable since, the end of the semester is coming up and I'm about to be on summer break, so I should have more time. But no matter what, if I am writing at least 500 words a day, I will be writing at least 3,500 words a week. This goal is also measurable because I actually have a page in an organization app that I have called Notion that allows me to track my word count and what projects I've been working on. Now, is this achievable? For me, yes, I believe it is. When I was writing every day, I think about a year ago, I was actually hitting close to 2,500 words per day, but I've also gotten really rusty and it's been quite a while since then. I initially thought that I might be able to jump into this and start with, 1,000 words a day because I've been able to hit way more than that in the past, but that was when I was writing more consistently and I had full outlines ready for my projects. And as some of you guys know, I'm in the outlining stage right now for quite a few projects. I don't really have anything just yet that's ready for me to just sit down and do word vomit things. This goal is relevant with my overall goals since my main writing goal right now is to write enough stuff and get to the point where I can start posting chapters online again. I find that to be a lot of fun. And doing this, achieving this goal, will allow me to do that. And it is indeed time-bound because I have a deadline. I want to build up this habit by June 1st. So now that I've determined that my goal is a SMART goal, I need to think about what I can do to make this happen. Now on to my second goal, which is more of a project-based goal. So my goal is to finish outlining all 5 books of my Dragonlord project by the end of the year, so December 31st of 2024. So now let's look at the SMART goal criteria again. For one, it is specific, and while I am focusing on outlining the volumes, this does include outlining the series overall as well because I have to figure out how to structure that, but I'll talk about that here in a sec. It is measurable because there are 5 volumes. They're going to be at least 12 chapters each. Maybe more if I make the chapters shorter than the final chapters in The Rise of the Dragon Queen. And yes, I do think this goal is achievable for me, especially since outlines are kind of the first step in my writing process. Or one of the first steps, at least. And I can include as little or as much detail as I want in these outlines. This is relevant to my overall goals because I want to get this story out to people, and it's one of the biggest projects that I'm excited about right now. And obviously it's time-bound because I want this done by the end of the year. One of the biggest things that I can think of that I need to do for this is I need to actually learn how to outline a series. So far, at least under this name, I haven't really written anything super duper long like this. I've mostly just done like standalone books and things like that. And so I really need to learn how to formulate a series. I'm probably going to dedicate quite a bit of time to researching this as it's really important. And I'll be playing around with my outlines in the process since I have some things figured out until like volumes 4 and 5. Those are the ones where my vision isn't as clear for them. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope this video was helpful. If I can't achieve these, I will probably make a follow-up video explaining what to do when your goals don't work out and you can't reach them. But until then, I will be working really hard on these 2 goals, so wish me luck. Also, what writing goals did you set? Let me know in the comments down below. I wanted to come up with 3 goals, but I could only come up with the 2 that I mentioned previously. Anyway, that's all that I got. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!